Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Rees, and today is the day we have long awaited for. We finally have Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition on the Switch, and I am excited for us to begin our journey with it together. But before we do so, there's a couple of things I want to talk about. Timestamps down below if you don't have the patience for any of this. First things first, if you're new to the channel, I actually launched this very channel a couple of years ago with my first playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Wii U. So with that in mind, I have played this game before. However, this playthrough is going to be spoiler-free, by which I mean I'm not going to talk about any of the story details in this game at all until they happen in the Let's Play. So I'm not going to spoil the end of it. I don't personally know what the post-game content is, the new post-game content. We're all going to find out together. Should be fun. I'd ask you to keep that in mind as well in the comments. Also, I've played all the Xenoblade games. I know them all through and through. We're not going to spoil any of those either. So during the commentary, and I'd ask again in the comment section, until things happen, let's not discuss them. So if you're new to the game, if you're new to the series and you don't want anything spoiled, you should be good here. The second thing I need to get out of the way is that I'm actually live streaming this series, so the footage you're about to watch as part of this Let's Play was recorded live, and that should be the case for most future episodes as we make our way through the game. If you want to catch the full archives as opposed to these edited down videos, you can find them linked on the channel. Just go to the stream section, the live stream section. There will also be a link to the playlist with all the live streams in it. Now, depending on what your preference for content is, you might prefer these videos over the live streams. If you really like watching someone silently wander around a grassy field confused, by all means, the live streams are linked. You can go watch that. But my goal with the actual Let's Play videos is to create sort of hour-ish long episodes that are really tightly edited and focus purely on content. With all of that out of the way, I am ready to get this game started. I'm ready to get back in there, and I hope you folks are looking forward to going on this journey with me. I now give you Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. Has such an ominous open. So good. I don't remember the original opening being this long. I think this is the same video, though. Like, my understanding was that the opening video was exactly the same, possibly just either re-rendered at a higher resolution, or AI upscaled, right? People weren't quite sure which. Or possibly it was already exported and rendered at a higher resolution, and then just compressed for the Wii U version. But I don't remember any of that. Okay, now we're getting into territory that I actually remember.
July 2054 AD.
We're getting closer every day.
The Earth was caught in a great battle between unknown alien forces.
Well, I mean, it's the ghosts in the ganglion, if I'm not mistaken.
Their weapons were terrifying and powerful beyond human reckoning. Our planet was overwhelmed. Its surface reduced to ash and rubble in the blink of an eye. The coalition government knew the war was coming. In response, they prepared the Earth Life Colonization Project, Project Exodus. Interstellar arcs were launched all across the planet, from every major city on Earth. Bravely, we leapt from our cradle, our home for the last 4.5 billion years. But most of the arcs never even made it out of the atmosphere. Only a small handful managed to escape. Among them was our ship, the White Whale. After leaving Earth behind, we spent 2 years wandering in space, searching. We thought of ourselves as the lucky ones, the pioneers who would settle a new world. But our past caught up with us, literally. The alien blitz was unrelenting. If not for the efforts of a lone hero, we would never have survived. Our ship took heavy damage. We lost control. With our flight systems down, the White Whale was pulled into the gravitational field of a nearby planet, its hull shattering and breaking to pieces as we plummeted toward the surface.
I keep thinking of things I want to say, but I
Since
don't
then,
want to interrupt this.
2 months have passed.
It's an incredible intro to a game. Having played the game, I've got some questions I didn't have the first time I went through that intro video. Questions that I feel like I probably shouldn't raise, so we can actually change the environment we're standing in to get an idea of how our character's going to look in different situations. I like that they just call this forest. I guess no spoilers here. We got the plains. Alright, so we have to raise the question now of what type of character do we want to be staring at for the next 100 hours of our life? Do we want to be a male cross, or do we want to be a female cross? And the answer to that question, I mean, it answers itself, doesn't it? Obviously, we want to look at a hot babe, as the kids would say. So we've got to start with our base selection here. And we've got a few different just stellar choices. Like, she's definitely going to give you some lip because you said something inappropriate at the coffee shop. She has a large and extensive, manga collection, and some of it is pretty normal, but then some of it's a little bit weird, and she gets, like, really nervous when you talk to her and her cheeks flush. Do I have to pick one of these individuals? Do I actually have to? Can't we, I know her. She sings music. Let's just start with this one. This one looks pretty bland. We can shape and craft this individual to our liking, as far as I'm concerned. All right, do we want to be tiny, or do we want to be freakishly tall? Do we want to be a huge Amazonian woman stomping around this planet, just bullying aliens and taking names and all that? I think we want to be small. I think we want to be unexpecting. I think we want to slip around unseen and just take people by surprise. I think that's definitely the move. All right, from there, skin. Well, look, I've got to go with what I know, and I'm as pale as any human being could possibly be, which might be that one right there. Oh, well, hold on. Define pale. There's a bit more pink in that one. I think we're gonna have to go with that one. Yeah, unless it gets more pale than that at some point, if we scroll through here. Now, wait a second. Now, hold on. I'm not sure if I think if your skin is purple, you might have some sort of disease. You might want to go get that checked. That is arguably more pale. I can't argue with that. That is arguably more pale. I think maybe a bit too far, though. I think we're going to stick with that. Freckles? I had a bunch of freckles as a kid. Yeah, why not? Right around in there. That's pretty decent. Oh, wait, no, hold on. Return. No, wait. Cancel. We're not done yet. I hit the button too aggressively, and I almost went too far. We don't want any star. We don't want scar. No, absolutely not. Do we want, like, a mole? Do we want a beauty spot somewhere? Where exactly would we want it? Maybe right there? I like that. This one looks more like you, again, have some sort of pox or something. I mean, no offense if that's you, obviously, but I think we're going to go with... Now, you know what? We have flawless skin. That's my decision. If we had a mole, we had it removed a long time ago. Okay? That's the call we're making here. Take me back to the plains. I hit the wrong button. I didn't mean to change it. What are my hairstyle options? Hold on a minute. Now, hold on just a second. Wait a minute. No, hold on. I keep hitting the wrong button. Is that Pyra? It's just Pyra's hair. Okay. What are some of these other ones? Oh, you gotta be kidding me here. Okay, look, we're gonna go Pyra hair for now. Should we actually, you know, we could roll this thing back and we could just make Pyra if we wanted to. Probably. Do we really want to go with this hairstyle, though, of all the other options? I don't know, I kind of like that one. I think it'd be funny to go Pyra hair. Later on in the game, there's a way to change it, so we'll look into that. Do we want the Pyra crown? I feel like no, because there's no lore reason for us to have that. So I think we'll probably stick with that. Roots and tips color. Okay, let's see. Do we want to try to, like... I mean, we could. We absolutely could just do that. But I say we go... What's a fun color? Blue's kind of a fun color. Maybe we go soft Pyra. Maybe we don't go all the way. But we do shades of Pyra, okay? That sounds like a fun time to me. Wait a minute. No, hold on. No, I'm sorry. I keep hitting the wrong button. Okay, roots color. I see. We could do them separately if we wanted to. So if we want to have the tips be something else, which I'm thinking we do, because that looks pretty cool. I mean, look, I'm not going to go for something crazy. I like something nice and simple, and this is nice and simple. Moving on to eyes. What are my options? Whoa, buddy, what is going on with those? Ho, ho, ho! Oh, absolutely not. I see that in my nightmares, thank you. I'm going to have to pass on that one. I guess if we want to be a cat, we could do that. There's a reason these eyes don't look quite right, and I'm not going to spoil that. But we're going to go for the most normal-looking ones, which is probably going to be, if not those, and yeah, no, definitely those. Those are probably as normal as we're going to get. As for the colors, I don't know, a couple of shades of blue ought to do it. Actually, you know what? The default is fine. I'm feeling like I'm liking what we got so far. Makeup? I don't know. I guess there's some applied already. And to be honest, it looks fine. I feel like if I tried to mess with this, it would only get worse. If I tried to do that... You know what? Hold on. We can see where it's at now. Yeah, see, immediately. I've hit one button and it's already objectively so much worse. And it's only getting worse the further I go. I'm ruining this. Hit back. We're not gonna make any changes there. All right. We've got a fantastic selection of different voice options here. How do we make them play a sound?
They staggered me.
Huh?
Hello.
What do you say?
Hey, hey.
Ah, I've lost my balance.
Just tell me what to do. All right. Nice job. Hello.
What do you say? Let's murderate them!
Murderate them?
Let's murderate them! We did great!
We sure owned them.
Ha! Ha! Let's get on with it.
I was wondering how often we would hear ha ha.
Shall we then?
Shall we then?
Hello?
I kind of like... We're going to go with that one. Karina Reeves, wasn't she in the first game? Let me see. Oh, she was Fiora! Oh, well, of course she was. That makes sense, yeah. Well, we got the Pyra hairstyle with Fiora as the voice. It makes perfect sense. All right. We're going to lock this in. Send it. Let's go to Mira! Excited. So good to be back. We're not even there yet. I like that my drink vanishes. As does my hand when it's behind my drink. As does my body, possibly?
Attention. External
No, okay.
access confirmed. Disengaging stasis in 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing hatch. Please stand clear.
Okay. Here comes the most important character in the game, arguably. Well, second most important. It's our queen.
There. Looks like you're all in one piece.
This is peak atmosphere. This is shades of Jurassic Park. The intro...
careful. Just take it nice and slow, okay? Your senses will need time to reactivate.
Do we have a abnormally large head compared to hers, or is that just the angle that was shot from? Because I'm okay with us having an abnormally large head. That's kind of funny.
Your pod is the only one around that landed intact. Good thing I found you. My name's Elma. You want to tell me yours?
Oh, we didn't consider a name. We did not consider a name.
You don't even remember your own name? It must be the stasis hangover. That's not good.
We need a name here, people.
Just try and focus, all right?
Ooh, well, the traditional name for the character would be Cross, because it's Xenoblade Chronicles X or Cross, you know. But I don't know if I necessarily want to go with Cross. I need a funny, clever, interesting, or cute name. What do we want to go with? Should we just maybe ask Grok for like a list of girl names that are under 10 characters and are cute? Okay, yeah. All right, hold on. Give me a list of Japanese-inspired, because it's a Nintendo game, girl names that are under 10 characters that sound cute and fun. Because that's how we're going to be in this game. We're going to be cute and fun, okay? Momo, that just makes me think of like a lemur, you know? I don't know if we want to go with that. Yuna, Suki, again, also just makes me think of Last Airbender, but I kind of like it. Eiko? I'm not even sure if I'm saying that one correctly. Apparently translates to love child. That raises some questions. That could be a great story starter, though. Honestly, I think I like Suki. I mean, it's a great, I love that character in Last Airbender. It's a great name. The only other one on here I'm seeing that I like is Kiki, which means joyful. But Suki apparently means liked or loved, which is what we're going for with the townsfolk around here, all right? We want to be both liked and loved by them as we strive to save them from the alien menace. We're locking in Suki. You know what? Hold on. It's just, I've had a brilliant idea. Last name Cross, right? And it fills out the entire full 10-character limit. And we get Cross in there because, of course, Suki Cross. Let's go.
Good, there we go. What else you remember?
So we've got our father's surname. He's English.
It'll come.
And our mother was
In the
Japanese.
meantime,
And we're
I'll get
named
you up
after
to
maybe
speed
our
here as
grandmother.
best I can. How
We're
are
creating
you
all
doing?
kinds of lore for this
Can you move?
individual. Show your body is working fine. What a strange sentence. Yeah, it's fine.
We'll take it easy while you shake the stasis out of your system. One step at a time.
It should have just said, show that your
First
body
things
is ready.
first.
As
We'll
like
be
a great
needing a
Reggie reference.
There you go. All right, let's get going.
Prologue. Awakening. If you're ever stumped about where to go next, be sure to check any nearby places marked with an exclamation mark. Doing so should reveal the way forward, though an occasional excursion off the beaten path never hurts. You know what they say about all work and no play, after all. Absolutely, Elma. I know all about that. I've seen bits and pieces of The Shining. I've seen the meme where Jax hears Johnny, I'm familiar with the old sayings. Now, I like how they set it up like, hey, a little stroll off the beaten path won't hurt anything. This game is all about exploration. If you didn't know, Monolith Soft helped out Nintendo with the creation of the Breath of the Wild overworld, and sort of filling it and making it interesting. And that came out 2 years after this, and you can absolutely see so much of this game's DNA in Breath of the Wild when you play them, if you play them back-to-back especially. So this one, even more so than any of the other Xenoblade games, because they're all pretty, they've all got a strong exploration element to them, but this one, more than any of the others, is really high on the exploration, and it's really good at it.
Most of the white whale's life pods didn't survive the crash, like this one. You're one of the lucky few. Right. You don't even remember the white whale, do you?
Nuh-uh.
You know, the L-002? The ship we escaped Earth on? You remember Earth, right?
Big ball. Blue and green.
Planet Earth. Your homeworld. Or
Strange that you would say your
it
homeworld.
used to be, anyway. Unfortunately, it was caught in a battle between two alien forces. And destroyed.
Do you remember the events of 10 minutes ago? Just in case you forgot, that's what happened.
Ring any bells? Don't feel bad. It's one memory I'd like to forget. I know. It's been following me for a while now.
Do you want to do something about it?
I'll alarm you, but we're going to need to defend ourselves. You up to the task?
Okay, so here we go. I may or may not have watched Anel's combat guide that he released this morning twice throughout the day to try to refamiliarize myself with combat in this game and how it functions. I may have forgotten all of it, but it's okay, the game's going to walk me through it. Initiate combat by targeting an enemy, then drawing your weapon. Now, what do you say we give it a whirl, I'll be here to back you up, so feel free to experiment. So you target with R, and you draw your weapon with A. Pretty straightforward, although it looks like this guy's already targeting us. After you've drawn your weapon with A, you'll automatically attack your opponent with a certain frequency, but only as long as you keep the enemy within your weapon's attack range. Arts are they're piling everything right here at the beginning. Arts are special abilities with weapons, are the abilities your weapons give you access to. Select them with the D-pad, then press A to use one. You can set a maximum of 8 to your arts palette. After you use an art, it will be put on cooldown, taking time until you can use it again. Different arts have cooldowns of different lengths. Okay, I'm ready. We're going to take this guy down. Does he actually have an appendage? I guess I'm targeting his wing, but I don't know if I really want to do that. I also don't know what my abilities do. It's literally the first enemy in the game, though. I don't think it's actually got any chance of killing us. Deals thermal damage, inflicts blaze versus toppled targets. Well, we don't have him toppled just yet. Soul Hammer deals physical damage and inflicts topple. I feel like we're a little late in the combat cycle to be worried about that right now. We've defeated the giant bug while I was reading things, so pats on the back all around on that front.
You're not half bad.
Thank you.
There's plenty of work back in the city for someone who knows how to handle a weapon, you know.
Ooh, show interest in finding work. I'm a part of the laying down movement, actually. Like, no, yeah, we're interested.
Then you're interested. In that case, I might have just the job for you.
Does it involve getting back to the city without
We
dying?
can talk more details later. For now, let's keep moving.
For now. What was that all about, Elma? That line came right out of your nostrils. Ooh, okay. Advanced Storm Assault Rifle. Well, hot diggity, yeah, go ahead and take that. Soul Voice prompts are instructions, suggestions, or requests that your party members call out in the heat of battle. Successfully responding to them triggers various useful boons. Yeah, if you want to heal and get healed, you better be paying attention to those. When an ally issues a Soul Voice prompt, arts on your palette which match the prompt's color will be highlighted. If you use an art that's highlighted, you will succeed in the prompt. You and your prompt's issuer will regain some HP and receive a beneficial effect, and your affinity with that ally will improve. I like that they just dropped that in the middle of us standing in the middle of the rain, right? Like, that's not super useful to me, but I appreciate it. So there's marks on the map, these squares. I assume those are points of interest. And then I see the guys out there in the field. Should we go ahead and have a look at the life pod? You gotta hold it down. Good to know. Cool, we got ourselves some strawlenny. My favorite fruit of the field. Love some delicious strawlenny. Got ourselves another life pod over here. Yes, I did just try to spam the A button, and no, that's not what you want to do, as it happens. I want to get into more combat. I want to fight some more things. Should we go ahead and target whatever this little guy is? I feel like probably yes. So, R plus Y and A to target specific appendages. So, wing versus body. Well, let's target the body. And let's go.
Hammer! We've got the first strike now. It's my turn.
I mean, just waiting on that to reload now.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
We've got a way to go.
Nice work.
I'm just going to keep fighting things for a little bit until I feel like I know what's going on here. Grants physical resistance up. That's useful. Deals thermal damage, inflicts blaze plus versus toppled target. Okay, we got to get him toppled first. Let's go.
Fire! Target in sight. Shadow strike.
That's beautiful. Love that. Shadow strike. Yes, go for it. So it obviously wants me to do this now. Okay? But if you let it charge up a second time, that ring around the outside, it actually does, I believe, either more damage or just does a bigger effect.
Yay! We win!
We did win.
Let's move.
Good. Didn't we pick up a gun earlier also? Should we look at maybe equipping that? Where would I do that at? Under party? Ground gear. Yeah, absolutely. That's what we want to look at. Okay, here we go. A weapon's power rating is a value that broadly expresses how strong a weapon is. Whenever you're not sure what to equip, it's never a bad idea to go with whatever has the higher value in this stat. Sure, like there's more nuance to it than that, but yes, you're not wrong. A weapon's TP gain rating is a value that broadly indicates how easy it would be to build up TP while fighting with it equipped. Keep an eye on it when you want to build TP quickly. TP is going to be much more consequential when we get a few chapters in and we unlock the ability to do... it's an ability in this game that I cannot remember. But, well, we'll get to it when we get to it, won't we? Proto-knife. I definitely thought it said potato knife. That's adorable. Ranged is the proto-assault rifle, and we have an advanced storm assault rifle, but can we equip that? Does it have like a... It's a level 3 and we're level 2. We can't do anything with that right now. Well, we came, we saw, we looked at our available options here. We do have some prototype body wear. Oh, wow, okay. I mean, it's almost no, it's quite different, actually. Do we want to put that on? It's kind of just like a bigger, higher defense number. I feel like we probably want to go ahead and put that on if we have it available. It was just that one piece, though. No, we got the pants. We got the boots. Oh, it's like... we got Boy Scout energy now. We've got the tall boots and the big old socks with the shorts. All right, we'll do that. I'm ready to go hiking in the rain now. Look at me. Aren't I just totes adorbs? All right, Elma. Let's go fight another weird little rat thing. Or, I guess a bug is what we've been fighting. Those guys over there are level 3. I'm not sure if we're necessarily ready for that level of heat.
Let's see what you've got.
Has the game prompted me on how to...
Slide nice.
Oh yeah, you get him, Elma.
Do some damage.
Has the game prompted me on how to switch to a... like a blade yet? Because I know that we have the ability to. Look at that, we actually did a thing. Okay, we're crushing combat right now. I know Elma is shooting them, but it definitely felt like I was being shot for a second. Do we, you know what? We're not doing too hot on health right now. We could definitely use some physical resistance up. Assuming this thing is dealing physical damage. Is it? It kind of looks like it's shooting me with some sort of like bodily fluid, some kind of venom sort of thing. I actually can't tell what kind of attack this thing is dealing to me. So I don't know if I do want that or not. We're definitely like going to die if we're not careful though. So we've got some sort of poisonous needle. Yeah, go ahead and take that for sure. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely spitting venom at us. If I don't engage with these guys, will they leave me be? Can I run past them? I mean, sure, my health is up now. We could probably engage them again if we wanted to, but how much venomous needle do we need? I'm going to go ahead and say we probably don't need a whole lot of venomous needle. Ow! Ow! There you go. You can choose right there.
I'm gonna go all out.
They're off guard.
So X is how you switch. This is our melee attack. No! Wait! I did the wrong thing! Yeah, we want to use that to capitalize on the fact that we actually managed to topple them. I keep hitting A instead of B and B instead of A.
What?
I didn't do that. Don't blame me. That's not my fault. Okay, go back to the gun. It's more satisfying anyway. Also, the thing is flying. You're not walking around swinging a sword at a flying bug. You're gonna shoot it.
Let's move.
Makes infinitely more sense. Far more logical thing to do. Take all of that. I don't know what half of it is, but take it all. Can we go? Should we stop fighting bugs now? Are we maybe... have we done enough combat to know that we know how to fight bugs? What on earth is that? It's a much bigger bug is what it is. With an eyeball on its back, I'm not entirely sure what it is I'm looking at there. I feel like we should probably leave them alone, though, and try to sneak around behind them to get whatever that is up there, provided it doesn't involve fighting the three of them. They're not super high level or anything. I guess we have no business being, like, afraid of them. Can I not jump? This will become available after advancing the game's story. What, the ability to jump game? I want to get on this ledge, gosh darn it. Come on, I'm not asking for much here. We're so close. All right, you know what? The game said no jumping today. You just got to find natural slopes if you want to get places. That's all right. Got another life pod. I feel like it's important to grab these while we're in the area. Otherwise, we just have to come back for them anyway. Got to grab all these little collectible items as well, because they're going to come in handy probably at some point if we need to craft things, or possibly need them for a mission. You know, I just said that we don't want to come back here, but if we want to fight everything back here, we can come back here and fight them. That's okay. That's not going to hurt us any. That's a thing we can do in the future. For right now, we should probably just focus on getting out of this valley. Holy smokes, we've just leveled up from what? Running? We're doing great. I've unlocked something new. Deals weapon damage from the side, boost damage. Okay, so if we go... well... Yep, you bet.
I hit hard. Oopsie daisy.
And then we can follow that up with this. Oh, we've absolutely crushing it. We've got combat dominated. I'm ready to take on the boss right now. The final game, but I'm actually not. And I will say the first time I played this game, I got stuck fighting the final boss for I think a couple of hours, because Overdrive is what I was trying to think of earlier, and I never bothered to actually figure out how Overdrive works. Once you figure out how Overdrive works, and you get into like an infinite overdrive, you can do anything. You can defeat anybody. Took me. I literally figured that out during the final boss fight of the game. We're going to be doing it sooner than that this time around. After we unlock Overdrive. I think it's around chapter 4 or 5.
The rain's starting to let up, just in time for sunrise. Follow me. I promise you're gonna love this.
She says that as if she knows there's some sort of fantastic view that's going to look incredible when the sun comes out, if we had a sweeping camera. But how would she know that? Alright, Elma, I'm waiting for this incredible view that you said I was going to love. Now wait just a minute here. Maybe she was onto something. Seems like she knows what she's talking about. Okay. I will say, in case you were wondering, at no point in the game do we get to mount one of these and ride it around, and it is a tragedy. It's a travesty. The ability to throw a saddle on one of these things and ride it into battle would definitely take this game from a 10 out of 10 to a 15 out of 10. Or one of those things for that matter, just soar through the skies. But I'm letting you down right now. I just want to let you know that that does not happen, so... At least now your expectations are in check.
They're all indigenous, as far as we can tell. We need to learn to play nice with these guys if we're going to try and coexist together.
They've been here for 2 months. There's no possible way for them to know whether or not these things are indigenous. They could have gotten here the day before we did, and we'd have no idea. What have we been digging up bones that show that they've been in the area for many generations? Come on now. We have to learn to get along and live in harmony with these creatures. You absolutely can attack and kill all of them, and you will need to kill most of them at least once to get something from them. But we gotta learn to live in harmony with them. We gotta learn to share the planet with them. I'm all for it, you know?
We call this planet Mira. You won't find it on any star chart. But it's our new home.
Now, who made that decision? Was there a vote? Was there a council that declared that? Was it just one guy's call? Can I petition to rename the planet?
The habitat unit?
Can I call it Bob?
That's where we're headed. Watch yourself. That first step's a doozy. We can jump if you like. You could handle the fall. But the indigents down there are another story. Some big, some mean, all nasty. Given our options, the high road here would be the safer way to go, relatively speaking.
I'm pretty sure my first time through I took the high road. And we're going to go over there, at least for a second.
I'll follow your lead. You decide.
I don't know if I necessarily want to throw myself over the edge and deal with whatever high-level enemies await us. Certain enemies you find on Mira will attack you as soon as they detect you. You can tell an enemy's detection type by the icon next to their name. Note, enemies with a level much lower than yours will not attack unprovoked. Non-aggressive, no icon, will not attack unless you attack it. Visual, will react when you enter its field of vision. Auditory, will react when you wander too close to it. Basically, when you're close enough to hear it. When you're close enough for it to hear you, I should say. Very similar to vision, except there's no line of sight. It's kind of all around it. If we want to reach the habitat before sundown, we'll need to pick up the pace and start sprinting. Sprinting is good for times when you need to get somewhere in a hurry or when you need to break out of an especially hairy situation. We are an adult woman here. Elma, I don't know if we need the benefits of sprinting explained to us. I think most people figure that out kind of just inherently by virtue of existing in the world. Can I interact with this right now, or is this locked off until later? I can't remember. Here we go. Shadow Rise BC. Can we actually talk to these individuals? Can I scurry up this ladder? Possibly? I can't jump. The game won't allow that. So unfortunately, we can't talk to this individual. And I don't know if there's much of anything else we can do here right now. Oh, we can change the time if we wanted to. So if we just wanted to piddle around here and piddle around here. What's the correct term? I think it's piddle. We could do that. But I think we are going to go ahead and deals weapon damage from the side. Yeah, let's do that. We actually don't have to fight them to get to that thing standing behind it. We just are. This feels like it's a much safer thing to attack. We're doing great. Advanced Iron Sword, Advanced Storm of Avagar, Advanced Iron Knife. Take all, for sure. Yeah, we don't actually have to fight these guys to get this thing back here. The question is whether or not we can either engage with this, because I'm not sure if we can right now. Appears as though we can. I know there's some things in the field you can only interact with once you've achieved a certain level. That's all going to be explained later. I say let's go ahead and fight this guy again, though. It went so well last time. We're going to switch back to their gun, though, because it's just more satisfying to be shooting a fella. And I don't actually know if it matters. There's probably some enemies that are more weak to physical attacks versus sort of projectiles. I don't know how to find that information, and I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, you bet I will. Look at me go. Are you proud of me yet, Elma? I'm doing my best. I'm doing it all for you. Elma is queen. Never forget.
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Look at us. Crushed it. We ranked up. And we got some fleecy fur, which is also great. We're going to take a look at all the new weapons and things we just got. I'm assuming some of those we could equip if we wanted to. But also, I kind of thought if we came over here, we could interact with this place in some kind of way. And it doesn't look like we can, or if we can, we can't do so yet. There's a square possibly on top of here that we also can't get to. What I was going to say is I want to do something a little bit different. My first time through here, I think, took the safe road. I want to take the dangerous road. I want to jump off this ledge. I know I'm going to get like a sinking, sick feeling in my stomach from doing so, as I always do. Oh, heavens. Yep. But here we are. And what's down here that's so dangerous? A bunch of level 4 and 5 crabs. I'm not scared of crabs. What is this back here, though? Whatever it is, we've just picked it up. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about crabs. Oh my gosh, I'm not too concerned about whatever those are either. Gigantic... I mean, they look like what would happen if you gave a turtle abnormally long limbs. I'm not a fan. So I don't think we can do anything with wrecked vehicles. I take it all back! We absolutely can! I don't know what I'm talking about. Our survey rate is through the roof. We're crushing it. I guess this is what that square was up top as well. It was down here this whole time. Alright, on we go. We should probably make our way to the city as quick as we can. That pop-in's a little rough. It's unfortunate that that wasn't visible from further away. Now, we do get a little message that pops up when we get close to one of these. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. New LA is to the northeast, but after you walk along the shoreline here, you'll need to climb uphill and circle around a bit. Okay, thank you for that tip.
Listen.
Primordial creatures are indigens, as we blades call them, and these parts are vicious. It's a good idea not to engage them unless you absolutely have to. I mean, you don't seem too pressed on the subject. You're just standing around outside. You could get viciously eaten or attacked by something, and you're just fiddling around under a canopy. I don't know if they're actually all that dangerous. Like, yeah, like that level 7, maybe. Maybe at this point. Okay, now here's something that I definitely almost positively cannot interact with yet. Did they change the way that you interact with things in this game, or is this just an early area and therefore I can't interact with everything? Because I'm pretty positive my first time through this game, the only other time I played it, I came across all sorts of things I tried to interact with, and the game simply said no, and then stuck its tongue out at me and called me stupid. And I feel like I am stupid now. Because the game is definitely presenting me with a lot of optional content that I can engage with. And again, it might just be because this is set up for new players. Do you think we could take a level 8 at level 4? I think we got nothing to lose but our lives. Yeah, I am about to die. Yeah, so I am dead.
Okay, it's time to attack.
And I don't think... Oh my gosh, Elma got me up. We're running away, Elma. We're running away. Just flee. No, come on, we're going. It was a bad idea. We shouldn't have done it.
I have to do this alone?
No, I'm not saving you, Elma. We're running away. We made a horrible mistake. We're just gonna run. Come on, we couldn't take a level 8. It was a bad idea. It's on me. I'm sorry. My bad. Seemed like it would be fun. I didn't realize how squishy we were, alright? There's a waterfall over there. There could be something behind it. There is a square on the map. I don't know if it's actually behind this waterfall or not. If you put a waterfall in a video game, you're obligated by international law to have something be hidden behind the waterfall. So if there's nothing back here, I'm going to be really disappointed. Gosh darn it, Nintendo. I'm reporting you to the video game police. They will be at your door, Mr. Miyamoto, within the next 72 to 48 days. The video game police, they don't get in any kind of hurry. All right, level 5. I feel like we got a better shot at a level 5. Is there a way to find out whether or not an enemy is weak to a certain type of attack? I feel like there probably is, and it'll get covered later. Should we, like, activate that? Put it on ourselves? So we've got some more resistance now. Switch back to the gun. The gun is more satisfying. Again, it might be a worse weapon. I don't know. Holy smokes. Nope. Not good stuff. Let's wait. Let's wait it out. She might come back and save us. She's crushing it out there right now. Thank you. Thank you, Elma. You're the queen. Wait, hold on. Where did that other attack come from? Are we out of combat now? Let's get back into it. Hold on. We're not done. Get that back on. Elma! Elma, I'm not doing too well. Elma! I'm dead again! Help me, Elma! Wait, can't we play as Elma if we want to? Yeah, we're gonna respawn, and then I'm gonna look into that. I should probably stop. The game literally told me to stop doing that. It literally was like, what do you mean I can't use this item right now? Party. Fashion gear. Oh, right, yeah, so you can have different gear than what you're actually wearing. Set as controlled character. Okay, let's go. Just for a minute, we're gonna play as Elma. I'm not saying we're immediately gonna go fight like every... Oh, wow, it put us way the heck back here. Alright, well, we're gonna follow the same route. And we don't have to, like, redo anything. All the things we've already collected are still collected. All the points we've already visited have already been visited. We are going to try to fight that same guy again, but as Elma. Because Elma looked like she was having a slightly better time of things, right? She's a little bit more competent of a character. I think she probably has some additional abilities unlocked as well. She's also what is the name of her class? I think it's like Full Metal Jaguar or something like that. It's the same class as Gray in the third game. Unless I'm misremembering severely, and I don't believe that I am. The sun is starting to set, which is not good, because I think we wanted to make it back to town before sunset, which is not at all something that we're actually trying to attempt to do. I no longer care. Our actual objective now is to defeat this stupid crab here, or flee and ignore it, which is probably what we should do. But I have a vendetta against this crab now, and I want to see this through to completion. So let's see what we've got here. Alright, grants critical power. Don't know what that does. TP weapon damage. If we had TP, we don't. I mean, a little, but not enough. It deals weapon damage, inflicts stagger from behind, it boosts damage. Deals weapon damage. From the side, it boosts TP. Okay. So if we wanted to stand beside this thing and initiate combat like that, I mean, I don't think it matters that we slid through it. I think we're probably okay.
Chrome armor. Appreciate it.
And then this is from behind, right? I don't know if it mattered that we were actually so far away that we didn't make physical contact with it. Probably fine. You're doing great over there, by the way, Suki. Keep it up. Yeah, we're doing so much better already. Except we're about to die, but that's okay. Okay, from the side. Hey, thank you for that. Oh, right as I initiated it as well. Wait till this gets its secondary. Not sure quite what it does yet.
Upper hand.
It's granted me some sort of an ability, though.
This is wearing me down.
I'm gonna die, by the way. Just throwing that out there. That's gonna happen, and that's okay.
Use an aura.
Literally as I've died. Okay. If Suki Cross doesn't get us up, and it doesn't look like Suki Cross is gonna come get us up,
Flame grenade!
I don't think Suki Cross has the ability to get us up. I literally can do nothing. It's all on you. I'm just hoping that within the next 12 seconds, you pull out some kind of a miracle and you do this. Go on, me. I don't think this is going to work. I don't think this is working out. I think we might have to reset. Oh my gosh, Queen! Let's go! No, but actually, like, I know we're close to defeating it, but, like, are we actually that close to defeating it? Okay, fine. I guess we're doing this right now. We did it! Oh, let's go! Worth it! We got our vengeance.
Appreciate
You darn right I got the first. Thank you for the shield that I think you just gave me. Let's switch back to ourselves now. That was a great time. That was fun. What do you mean? I'm not trying to make her leave the party. I hit the wrong button. That's on me. I can't be mad at the game. I mean, I can be. It's just like a little unjustified. All right, we're not going to try to fight anything else. We're going to actually go to town now. It's now fully nighttime. So we had no chance of ever making it back before the sunset because we kept goofing off. That's fine. I don't think the game actually anticipated me doing that. White whale debris, huh?
Strength comes from experience.
You're right,
On
Elma.
any planet.
On any planet, that's true. Strength always comes from experience. You're making great points there. Thank you for sharing your opinion on the subject. Let's just try to make it through this field. The Westgate Plain. Now, I seem to recall there being something between us and the front gates of this place. Or maybe it shows up behind us. I don't think they'll let us in at night. I know that's a fact. I'm pretty sure they shut the gate at night, and rightfully so. There's horrible things out here in this field. You see them all over the place if you look closely enough.
Looks a lot bigger up close, doesn't it? And this was just the habitat unit. The white whale was one hell of a ship. Until it all came crashing down, at least. That's the West Gate. It's closed off now for security reasons. But we've repurposed a freight elevator that will get us inside.
Dun dun! Look at that behemoth!
Grexes. And they're riled.
You don't want a riled Gex. Or Grex, for that matter. I think there was an R in there that I completely missed.
Can't leave them roaming here. Not this close to the gate. We're gonna have to take them down. You ready?
I mean, considering all the problems we had with that crab thing down there earlier, no, I'm not. The weapons you use on foot are split between melee and ranged weapons. You can switch between them with X. Melee weapons can only attack at close range, tend to do more damage per hit. Can attack at range, ranged weapons can, tend to hit multiple times, but damage per hit tends to be lower. When you use an art, you'll automatically switch over to the weapon that the art is associated with. Your melee weapon for melee weapon arts, and your ranged weapon for ranged weapon arts. I feel like that one... Okay, we went into a little detail on that, a little too much detail. Arts are associated with the weapons you're currently wielding, melee or ranged. Will continue their cooldowns even after they're ready to use. This is called secondary cooldown. Arts used at full secondary cooldown will have a greatly increased effect. Alright, are we fighting them all in one go? Is that what's happening here? Let's switch to our weird little dagger thing. Okay. We're gonna switch over to gun to get this secondary charged up. Oh, baby!
This one's finished.
Okay, we're doing great.
On attack.
Calogrex?
Now it's my turn.
Sounds like a severe insult. Oh, I cooked it. Okay, hold on. Can I tell what I'm targeting? Body or head? Do we want to attack the head? Is there a reason for that? Hold on, let's get that tail. Poor choice of words on my part. It is what we're trying to do, though. Alright, we crushed it. Front gates are secure. Never in any doubt. Absolutely had that under control 100% of the way. No confusion at all. I was there. I was in the moment. I felt like I was in control of my character.
It's a shame we had to settle near so much wildlife. Luckily, some species aren't so hostile, but they aren't necessarily friendly either.
Why are our eyes... I mean, I know I made the character, but they're so cartoonishly large.
We need to walk that line.
Those, like, Disney princess eyes. They didn't look like that when we were in the character creator.
Who knows? Maybe seeing the inside will jog your memory.
In fact, I feel like our character looked quite different in the character creator. Now that we're actually in the game, I think we went a bit too far in a couple of places. It's alright, like I said, later on you can change it. Worn survival gear sleeve. Oh, well, I gotta put that on. Give me that. Hold on now just a second here. How do we do that? Did we figure out that was under party? So we can change our actual gear or our fashion gear. Let's change our actual gear and let's see what that worn sleeve. Was it a right sleeve, I think? Yeah. Do that. What about our left sleeve? Do we have a matching one? We don't. That's embarrassing. We don't really want a headset, to be honest. Although, again, you can disable it if you don't really want it. Alright, I feel like we're fine with what we got. Let's carry on. We can get much better gear later anyway, in the not-too-distant future. I'm not going to stand around outside here when we're almost in town. I'm not going to stand around out here and goof off and try to figure out, like, the perfect gear to wear in this moment. I believe we'll have to take the elevator, because, yeah, the doors are closed. I think you can talk to these guys, and they'll even tell you that. Hello. What's up?
Thanks.
Oh, hello. You must be the new friend that Colonel Elma mentioned in her report. Having just woken up after all that time, I'm sure you're dying to get home and take a shower. Unfortunately, the west gate is closed at the moment. If you want to enter the city, you'll need to use the elevator at the top of the stairs. They'll probably open the gate soon, thanks to the great work you guys did killing the monsters that were causing all that trouble. But until then, you'll have to forgive the inconvenience, please understand. It's almost like the game is trying to force us up here for another cool reveal moment. But surely not, right? That doesn't seem likely. I think you can, if you interact with that control panel over there, send the elevator up without yourself. And you don't want to be mindful of that and not accidentally do that. It'd be less than ideal. Can I target that guy and start combat with it all this way away? It'd be kind of a lark, wouldn't it? It'd be kind of funny in its own way. Alright, the elevator that doesn't quite go all the way up to the top. It stops one level short of where it should go. Fantastic design. So this is Primordia. This is the region we'll be spending most of our time in here today. And unfortunately, we're not quite high enough to see any of the other regions. But you absolutely can. That's the cool thing about this game. The entire world just exists out there. It's not broken up into different sort of unloaded regions like in other games in the series. I was actually real disappointed with that in 3, coming immediately after X, to see that it wasn't just one massive connected world. I can understand why they did that, though.
Well, here we are. Not too shabby, huh? For a giant beached spaceship, anyway. But, like it or not, this place is our home now. We took the name from the city it was modeled after back on Earth. We call it New Los Angeles. Welcome to NLA.
And so it was that another survivor came to join our band of refugees. Together, we resolved to forge a new way of life here on Mira, come what may. New LA was our beautiful lie to ourselves. Truth is, we were adrift, heading into the unknown. Our native home was gone, swallowed in a shroud of light. And our future was uncertain. We had no idea what fate lay in store for us. Only that we had to keep living in order to see it.
It's a fantastic intro to a game. It's the perfect setup for all the mystery and intrigue that's ahead of us. Music is also incredible. And yes, they did fix the mixing. You can actually hear the voice over the audio now, which is great. Title card. Let's go! We are well and truly into the game now. This is extremely exciting. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We've still got a couple more character introductions. Yes, I want to save my progress. Are you kidding me? Of course I want to do that. All right. Yep, close the save screen.